He's yeah, I'm there.
All right, here we are on another wonderful Wednesday again with the Angry Dandelions. I, of course, as always, am something loud, joined with my regular host, wonderful Wednesday, with the mostesses, sewn together, and Super Kami Guru.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
Yo.
What up? There was
Yeah,
some-
see,
there
I
was
can
some
see you on the
serious double talk
stream.
there a second ago.
I can see you on the stream, but I can't see you in the freaking call that we got going on. That's like I'm very confused what's going on right now.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I only got you, Thump, on the freaking video end right now oh my god.
I gotta do some camera adjustments too. Shit is fucking like, what the hell?
Okay, there we go. Now someone's showing up.
Hooray! I'm real. I'm a real boy.
Hooray!
Yay!
Reach up there. Making some moves.
This just.
Oh, come on. We like the dramatic upvote.
God dang it.
Like if you lean in real close, we can see straight up your nose.
All right.
Is that better?
So, yeah. We're live on the radio, and what's up,
Yeah.
Guru's nose? That's the topic for today. I'm going to assume boogers.
Oh, Facebook, YouTube. Hope you're enjoying that one. But
All right, well, that concludes today's episode.
so, you haven't just been playing Anthem. You have been playing Trove as well.
Occasionally, I've been mainly logging in to get my rewards, and then I turn around and hop right on Anthem.
All right, so still on the heavy Anthem grind then. So
yeah, I mean, I need those materials so I can get those God roll freaking Masterworks, man.
Did you watch the Anthem stream today?
Not all the way. I had the little one I had to take care of during that moment.
Because it wasn't very long.
It wasn't very long.
Was it not?
And it wasn't all that informative.
Oh, that's great.
It was a lot of, yeah, we're working on it. There's no timeline.
Yeah, we're working on it. There's no timeline. Some of these issues will not be addressed in the patch, but we are addressing 300 issues in the next patch.
Mm-hmm.
And
no content on the next patch either, but I will take loot fixes.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, I know that we're not getting the big content, the big content drop until March 12th. But I mean, everything from like now to then is supposed to be like what? Big content or what?
No content March 12th.
None.
We're not getting that either.
That's the
content.
Patch. That's what this bit. You didn't watch any of the video.
Like I said, I fired it up and I had to go take care of the little one. I didn't get to watch any of it or listen to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically they're more concerned right now about quality of life.
Okay.
And exploits. And
okay.
They're of course the PlayStation shutdown. Where it just
makes me laugh every single time.
It turns
they're
off
just
their,
working on that as well.
Yeah, it turns off their console. Well, that's what they're saying is majorly going to be the address of the next one, is to fix that and to fix the sound glitch.
Also there.
This other thing is what's going to be their priority with this patch. And they said there are 300 bug fixes going in on the 12th. But it will not be bringing more content. The content you're going to see, expansion content that'll be discoverable in that area.
I'm okay with that. I've been having a ball being a cop.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I've been playing my ranger as a cop. Yeah, pulling people over in in-game chat, being like, "Hey, what are you guys doing over here? You killing these defenseless animals for no damn reason? I'm gonna have to bring you in."
He's trying to save all the goddamn rabbits.
I am, man. Every single I'll come flying in. Dude, the ranger is pretty fun, man. Like the whole not stopping you whenever you hit your ult, so you just drop a carpet bomb while you're basically flying by is pretty enjoyable. Like me and my buddy Ego have been playing around with the ranger for the last couple of days, and we've been having a ball with it. He's a little angry because his main's a storm, and his ranger's been getting more stuff than his main. Kind of like in your scenario now.
Exactly my scenario. Because my ranger is my alt that did get the first legendary.
Yeah.
And I do main a storm.
Yeah, he hasn't had anything that gave him luck until he got his ranger. And now he's got all this luck, about 180 of it. And he's like, now I should start seeing a legendary, right? I was like, I don't know, maybe.
I got
just
my
don't go.
third legendary right before we started this call, actually, in GM2 quick play.
I've gotten
I got
far
the cluster bomb legendary for the interceptor. Meh.
The cluster bomb, nice. I've gotten. For the cluster bomb, oh god, no, you won't use that. Cluster bombs blow on every class.
I get two charges on it, so I feel like I could just jump into the middle of some place and drop a couple bombs and see what happens.
It's kind of exactly that though, and see what happens.
Yeah, I probably will not use it because I'm hitting too hard the way I am right now.
Dude, I told you the interceptor's fun. It is a whole lot of fun as long as you can stay on the move and you realize that you have wet paper mache armor. You'll have a ball.
Yeah, I don't do too bad on staying in there either, really.
He's got a great up in your guts melee build.
Yeah, that's like pretty much that's what mine is.
Yeah, it's probably real similar to yours in a sense because I am using the can't remember what it's called, the kick, and I'm using the poison grenades.
I wound up changing the kick to the venom spray. That way the grenade procs the venom spray on top of it. So basically he's just a straight up hardcore toxic melee build right now with a little bit of electric because of the three small attacks. Yeah. So pretty much I got him built like that right now because that venom grenade, once you can just spread that all around after you get a couple of kills.
You get ult boost from that too.
So I can just keep my ult going. Right now I really want to get some components mainly that boost up our ult damage because pretty much your ult is just like your god mode. That's all it is you can't be killed, but you're basically dishing out the same amount of damage.
Wait till next Tuesday, you know what I mean? Man. All ult damage is getting a boost.
Oh, thank God.
Yep.
But yeah, that needs to happen because some of these classes are a little underwhelming. They're fun, but a little underwhelming.
Yeah,
and I've said that before in our last podcast. The Ranger, I've already gotten one freaking legendary for it. I got that explosive blaze fire grenade, and then for my interceptor, that one's the one that has all these legis. Oh my god! I think I have for it. I'm hopping on it right now. I have 3 legendary guns. I have the Divine Vengeance, one of the LMGs, not the really good one, the upgraded Havoc version. I'm not a big fan of that one, and Smooth Touch, not a big fan of that one either. And then for strike systems, I have the legendary Teleported Strike and Viper Bite. Both of those are legendary. And then I have the Seeking Glaive upgraded version of that for legendary. And then for components, I have Way of the Bold and Talisman of Power. Both of those are legendary.
Yeah, your legis are better than mine. But that's all right. I set and just... But I rerolled that to give me some more luck. So I should be like 50 plus 50% luck. Or a little more, maybe 55% luck. So I should start seeing better drops when I start.
Yeah, my interceptor's running my luck build for it is running 118 luck. And he sits at 492. If I go to my full legendary loadout, I'm sitting at 498. Nice. So I only need one more legendary and I would be at 500. And basically you can only get with all legendary loadout, no matter if it's good or bad, you can only go to 506. I figured out.
Those are all changing.
What, the legendaries are finally getting changed too?
I'm hearing power level 60.
Good.
On Masterworks potentially.
Oh.
Yeah, that everybody's about to get a buff.
Good. Because they also need to do something about those legendaries too. Just saying. I've already said this in the last podcast again. They're a little underwhelming.
Not a little. They understand it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they're working on it, but there's no time frame. And as far as the support systems go, they're going to make some eventually.
God dang it!
That's basically what they said.
I want a masterwork target beacon, sir.
Yeah, they're like, eventually. We thought about it. It might happen, probably sometime. That was pretty much the whole stream.
God dang it!
Yeah, it was a good one.
I mean, I know that a lot of the, like I was reading something about them only basically from here to whenever. A lot of it's just going to be small little content drop, like you said, world events essentially, and I guess phase 1 of legendary missions, and then on top of it, they were going to start adding vanity items to the strikes. Which, to be honest with you, that will actually make me want to do the strikes a little bit more because I mean I've been running free roam a lot more here lately and enjoying the environment of the game and just pulling people out of the rut that I wind up finding them in, and you know, getting a good amount of legendaries and masterworks out of those. Like I've been diving into some of these caves that people just skip over and finding little events inside of there. Yeah, cave diving's pretty fun. Like they're not world events, but they are events in general. Like, and I've gotten some pretty good stuff out of those guys that I've after clearing them all out. And some of those caves are pretty nice looking inside there too. Like a lot of the nice little detail collectibles are in there too.
Yep, all the Kotex stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This was our playthrough earlier, wasn't it?
Yep. I decided instead of someone else's C, I even put the little angry Dandelion logo down in the bottom.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I like it. I dig it.
Yep, that's me and Stone running earlier.
Yeah, man, I've been having a ball.
Yeah, I mean, everybody seems to want to bash. Like, you see a lot of bashing going on for this game, and I really don't understand. Like, I can't justify any of it.
Neither can I. I mean, there's still, I mean, you don't have god rolls, so you're not min-maxing essentially for the people that are bashing on it. They think they have the best gear, and it's like, no, that's not the case. Now you gotta play with that gear long enough so you can turn around and, you know, get good rolls to basically make it where you can go in and solo, you know, Grandmaster 2. Because right now, as it stands, my Interceptor can solo Grandmaster 1 easy.
Yep,
on both of those builds.
I think
on both my Interceptor builds, which is Sniper, actually even my Luck build can solo. But all three of my builds right now for that class, as squishy as it is, can solo all of that. And I can't solo 2, and that's mainly because I haven't started really focusing on the components. Today I just knocked out all my Masterwork weapons, so now I can get rid of a lot of the garbage I don't use.
Right.
So I can just turn around and be like, oh, well, that's gotten a buff. I'm going to turn around and recraft that or something like that.
Yeah,
but
may have less of that to do when, you know, they patch that shit in.
Yeah, I'd like to see them make it where we can craft legendaries. Like, I don't care if we have to farm for legendary embers, just make it where we can. Like, you've already given us the ability to craft everything else, but your legendaries aren't right now, as it stands, that great.
No, they're not dropping with rolls they're not dropping frequently enough that the rolls on them are horrible when you really just look at them.
Yeah.
Maybe they take a Destiny approach to it, and eventually they add mods to legendaries, and you have to go out and complete certain tasks to get mods for the legendary weapons or something.
That was a good decision.
That would be pretty neat.
It was a good decision by Destiny to do this for their exotics.
Yeah, you kind of build the weapon.
Well, you get the exotic, and then now there's the ability to go after like the skins for it, but they masterwork it in the process, so it gets bonus perks once you start doing the other stuff. Like, yeah, it's definitely well worth it.
Yeah,
and that's really, I mean, I would do.
And I mean, they could even take an approach on this game too, because some of these characters use melee weapons. The ones that use melee weapons, they could make it where there's different melee weapons that we can get. Because Interceptor's better whenever it comes to melee damage output. Okay, because as it stands right now, out of the two kind of meleeers, which is the Ranger and the Interceptor, I've been playing with the Rangers like little police baton, and I'm not a big fan of it. It doesn't do that much.
I like the upswing of the police baton.
It's nice staggering them and knocking them on the butt, but even with mods like components on there to beef up the melee, or even the grenade that you can use as long as you freeze enemies, it does like 110% extra melee damage.
Right.
I'm not that impressed. I'm not. But I am going from a hardcore meleeer to like more of a meleeer. Yeah, more of a I use the hell out of guns and I will F your world up.
Well, he is a weapon specialist, the Ranger.
Mm-hmm. I will say this, though. That little, I'm going to take your shield down in one shot is very enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you got to shoot shield? That's cute. That's gone now.
Yeah, because I got this, and it does this to that.
Just rips it apart.
It's like, oh, my bad. Were you trying to hold that there?
Mm-hmm. I have to call it out a lot, though, because some people aren't used to that. I'm like, yo, so that guy in the middle that was floating, he's not floating anymore. Can you, everybody focus fire on that before we have to...
I can get that with that kick right there, that just a second. All I got to do is jump, hit that kick, and I drop everybody out of the sky, man. I've been doing that. Sometimes it takes all their shields. It depends on if I've hit them with poison bomb yet, but...
Yeah, but that's because the poison just reduces its resistance already. That's the reason why I kind of like mixing the target beacon on top of...
My electrical drops the shield.
Oh, does it? On your storm?
Yep.
Yeah.
And follow that with... according to... Like, right now, the way it's running is I got the lightning bolt and I got one of the versions of the fireball.
Is this where I have to go back and save all these guys again?
Quite possibly.
We spent this picking these fools up a lot, man.
Dude, I've done it. I've been there. Like, even in free roam, you have to still freaking do it. Like I said, I feel like I do patrols essentially whenever I'm on my Ranger, man.
I'm that asshole in free play. I don't give a fuck. I go do my own shit. I am not fucking with you, following you around.
I had an Interceptor follow me around the whole time. Like, I flew in, saved his butt, because I was like, oh, world event. And he just so happened to be there, too. And because I don't usually pay attention to where people are. I'm just flying around making my normal runs of where I know world events essentially are at. And this guy wound up, like, going down. I swoop in, carpet bomb the area, pick the guy up, and after I did that, he basically was up my butt 24/7. Like, everywhere I went, he went. Like, enemies,
he was like, this guy will save my life.
Any enemies I essentially took down, like caves I would go in, he just followed me everywhere I went, man. I was like, okay, that's cute. I got a little lost puppy that now thinks that I'm his owner.
Right.
I was just sitting here thinking, man, the two javelins I play with are polar opposites.
That's the reason why I was surprised whenever you said, "Hey, I made
so sluggish and tanky," and then I love playing with the Interceptor just because of how agile, man.
Mm-hmm. Or majestic.
And I'm in and out of places in no time flat.
So quick.
I go pick up all the shit and dunk it all the time, man. Because catch me.
Right? That's what I'm... Exactly.
I got 3 dodges, I got a triple jump, and I can fly. Catch me.
I've had to pull Colossuses out of the rut, and I'm like, I'm the squishy one here. What are you doing to go in town right now? Like, I'm over here jumping in the middle of these
dodge
groups.
out.
Yep. Get the heck out of there and just like go back to town on whatever essentially you were going to town on already.
Mm-hmm. It's like, let me take a timeout. Small interruption here. I'll be right back to kicking your ass.
Yeah. It's a fun class, man. It is. That's the whole reason why I wound up going with the Interceptor in the first time around. Like after playing the beta, I was like, okay, it's fun. I could see some works that needs to be done with it, but it's fun. And that's, you want to play classes that you enjoy, like not because the cool kids are playing it. Well, you're doing the cool kids bad because I've had to pick you up I don't know how many times. Literally, I just picked you up and you just dropped down to the ground again. What are you doing?
Yeah, fix that shit. What the hell is wrong with you?
Like, you switch jabs. Please switch javelins. You don't need to be playing this. But yeah, whenever you were like, hey, I made an ult. It's an Interceptor. I'm like, what? Like, I figured you would go to like Ranger after that, but no, you're like, I'm gonna go completely to the other side of this whole ball game I've been playing.
My main now.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I have most of my leggies there, and I can get to 492 there. I can get to 488 on my Colossus.
Like I said, it's fun, dude. Today I just made my Ranger a masterwork. Today I got one of the components that makes it pretty much whenever I shoot an enemy's weak spot, whenever I'm in the air, I can basically float in the air as long as a storm.
Nice.
I was like, this is nice. It does, dude. It reduces my heat threshold every single time. So as long as I keep on hitting weak spots, it keeps on reducing the heat threshold by 10%.
Nice.
So as long as I'm just nailing weak spots 24/7, which I've been using the Divine Vengeance with the Ranger because of the blast damage and the impact damage on it.
Nice.
I switched up sniper rifle to the black and gold one.
The Wyvern?
Yep.
For your storm?
Yep.
It does a lot of damage.
It's a 5-shot, which is good when you want to for multi-targeting. The truth takes the reloads are so long that
reload.
You got to reload to shoot something else.
Nah, dodge 3 times. You got ammo back in there.
Not with. That's what I'm saying. Like with you're talking a figment of your own imagination because it means nothing to the storm when you say, "Oh, I dodged 3 times," and then magic.
I know. Magic.
Reloads with that weapon in the storm, they're so long that next target takes a second to get to that you don't need to waste.
Yeah. Plus, you guys are always hovering in the air anyways.
Right. And
so you guys... so you guys take complete advantage. Like, a lot of the hovering damage weapons are definitely, in my opinion, more of a storm weapon because you guys can utilize that damage increase better than most classes.
It's so much fun.
Like, a lot of like, even with that component, like, you guys still are always in the air. Like, I'm not always going to be in the air. Yeah, it's neat that I can do that, but I'm not always going to be in the air. There's no point. Like, I got other ground stuff I have to be doing.
It's like, flying's cool. I know I can do it, but I don't need to.
Nah, I'm used to always being on the ground anyways with my Interceptor. That or dodging in the air. One or the other. Still not used to not having that many dodges, though.
Yeah. You do become accustomed, because switching between my Storm and my Ranger is a little odd.
I know Son's got to like having the ability of dodging.
Sounds like the ability just to tank everything, too, though. I mean, not for anything. He doesn't really play this class that much different.
No. No,
just more agile. Just more agile.
I mean, as you're seeing, man, I'm going right at everything all the time.
Yeah.
I'll back out, regroup, find a new target, move back in. That's about it for things.
Yep, that's how I play my melee build. Like, if I'm using my sniper build, I'm pretty much in the air a lot of the time, just barrel rolling and then taking pop shots at everything with the Devastator. I know a lot of people have been running like dual Devastators, but there's no point with that component for the Interceptor. Like, you're getting a free round every single time that you're doing the dodge.
Yeah.
Like, I basically started here recently crafting like a sidearm pretty much that just gives me extra shielding or something like that. Pretty much just a filler. Like, I'll never be using that weapon, but it's there pretty much just to give me additional stats for the javelin.
Yeah, I got a masterwork heavy pistol today that I actually started putting together a sniper build for the Interceptor, and I threw that on as my secondary.
Yeah.
Just because I figure it'll hit heavy if I need to pull it out, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Exactly.
Always good to have those alternate loadouts.
But I did keep marksman rifle on for now because, dude, that lightning strike from that marksman rifle
is just too much to let
Yeah,
go.
the Thunderbolt.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunderbolt, yeah. It is. It's a very... That was my first masterwork.
I used that on my melee build too, man.
Dude, that gun is my very first masterwork. I still have not broken it down, gotten rid of it. I've gotten other ones.
Yeah.
Anything that's been better than it, I've kept. But that one I refuse to kind of get rid of just because I got like a little bit of a sentimental value to it. It's like, oh, you were my very first one, you know? I don't want to get rid of you. Like,
oh.
I don't, man. It was my first. It was the one that was like, oh my god, I love this gun. Is this what all masterworks are going to be like?
I like being able to charge in and just melt turrets and stuff and take those out for everyone else. That's a nice thing to do. That's what a nice person does.
It is what a nice person does.
And then he goes and picks up people across the bridge because they can't take care of heads.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, like so. What was his name? Like Juan or Pedro or something along those lines?
Juan or Pedro.
So he had a name like that. I'm going to pick him up here in a second, I think, or no, dude picked him up this time. But
he was a nightmare.
yeah, dude. He was down like I spent half of the boss fight just getting him up. And then I went down at the end. I edited that part out because I didn't feel like watching the down screen for 5 minutes while Thump had to solo the rest of the boss.
Oh man, rough.
Yep.
A lot of these boss fights, though, I get a little aggravated. Well, not a little. I get really aggravated at the randoms that you wind up getting sometimes, because going back into that whole tunnel vision, they don't comprehend we have ads too. Like this boss fight that you guys are going into right now, freaking, I've had so many people just forget about the ads that are dropping bombs all over the place, and they're like, why are we dying? Oh, I don't know, maybe because of the heat-seeking bombs that they're throwing that you're not taking out. Like, here, I'll take care of that. You guys just go and do whatever the heck you're doing. I'll be fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of that goes on, and this dude like was horrible. Like, there are so many times we had to pick it up, and then Son went down in a really bad spot.
Everybody went down trying to get me up.
I should have went and grabbed him right off the bat instead of giving any time, because first the real dumbass went after him, and then then the other guy went after him. And
instead of just coming out after me, they were trying to fight their way to me instead of just coming after me. So they brought all the enemies with them.
Yeah.
The trick about going and picking someone up is to try and kite the enemies away and then get over there as fast as you fucking can and pick them up.
And pick them up and get the heck out of Dodge.
Or just get in there real quick before the enemies aggro to you and then pick their asses up.
Yeah, so there was this entire batch of enemies sitting over top of them. And
so
I'm like,
this guy.
What's his name?
Down. Drowl or something? Or
yeah, Droll.
Yeah, there you go. Pedro, Juan. Droll.
Base Rowan drool.
It was like Draule.
Yeah, drool. But needless to say, like I look up and I'm like, are all three of you down? He's like, yeah.
See, here I go again, picking them up again.
Yep, drool needs it again.
This time I cleared some ads first because I'm tired of him going down. So I figured I'd do his work for him and then pick him up, you know?
Yeah, because he obviously couldn't do it. That's what I was like, dude, what is he doing? Does he just suck or is there something else going on? And he picked him up and you ended up right back down. I'm like, oh, he just sucks.
Yeah. A lot of these...
Poor guy.
Sometimes you'll get some guys that are in there. Like, I've been doing squad checks here lately. Like, as soon as we get grouped up, I'll take a look and I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy's like a 400. This guy's a 379, or this guy's a 360. Looks like I'm carrying. Okay, gotcha. I know what I'm going into before I even start this.
I like the wonderment of a group that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, dude, you get in one of those and shit's just breezy.
Yeah, you go through and you're at the end of it, like collected your loot, and you're like,
dude, we did Tyrant Mind on G.
Okay.
And we almost took it out
before he went up the hole.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah, that's actually pretty enjoyable. Like, so far I've been able to do that once, and that's because I've brought like 2 other people with me that I know. You know what I mean?
Was us, and we ran into with 2 randoms that it must have just been another group of us, because
that's good.
We just went and everything happened like it needed to.
Yeah.
Focus fire on one bubble essentially on its back at a time. That way he just stays down.
Yeah, then I just, when it was, that we popped 2 of them and then it was down, I hit the alt and started beating on the other 2. We got 3 in the first.
We got 3. Yeah, we got 3 bubbles popped on him before the first time he went up the hole.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, it was a good run. And I mean, not for anything. This battle turns like here, look, both of them down. This is what this fight was. And literally there's a 1/4 inch of health left when the 3-man went down. And I'm like, do I go get them? All those enemies are over there. I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm going to sit over here and I'm just going to kill this boss. I am not picking that fucker up again. Because if I go over there and we have to reset with a 1/4 inch of fucking health, because Soam was ready. He was ready. He was like, just go out and die. I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like, we're going to do this boss fight again. You ready?
Yeah. I was like, nope. I sat over there in my hole.
All I did was pick these fuckers up, dude. And look, I'm taking Seeker Mines to the dome. And
I know. Yeah. Just taking it. Dude, the being able to kill an enemy on that thing, if they didn't make it where, like, that one component pretty much where you get health back, if that was not on that build at all, like, it's so rough. Mm-hmm. It really is. But it's nice being able to get, like, health back after melee killing.
Yep.
Just keeps you alive the whole way.
Allows you to stay engaged.
Yeah, you just go and punch everything repeatedly.
Yeah. Yeah. And never stop.
Yeah. Why? Because I keep health. That's why.
Like,
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Something different? No.
Like, I get it. Some people are, a little aggravated and, or whatnot at this game. But, I mean, it's still fun. Like, you have other classes to play. Like, if you're starting to get bored on your main, switch. Go play something else. Like, there's 3 other classes that you have not touched yet. Go dick around with them. Enjoy it.
I don't know. I've heard the Vexmans of the world basically say, well, the other classes are shit.
Not each one has its own good thing about it, man. Like, The Ranger, in my opinion, so far is the underdog. Like, I've never seen too many people use that class, really, on the console end, at least.
That's because he was the base class.
Yeah, but it is fun, and it dishes out some good damage if you build it right. You just got to know how to do things, man. Like, what do you want us to do? Hand you everything on a silver platter? Like, is that the game that you want? That's not fun.
That is the game they want.
Like, you got 5 builds. Do it. Like,
yeah, this is it. I go in and I ult this motherfucker, and then when on my way out, I get dropped.
Oh, you weren't able to dash out fast enough?
I forget exactly how it happened, but you see how much you'll see how much health the boss has. And I always hit with all of my abilities before I pop ult on a boss.
Yeah, same. That's what I do. Spray everything that you can at him real fast.
Yeah, this is why. Because he popped his damn shield back up on me, son of a bitch. But this is about where I should go down.
Looks like you might get hit by a fan.
No. It's a little bit after this.
He did roll up on that fan like a boss, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I was like, ult runs out now and then murdered by fan? Like,
no, I've gotten pretty good at avoiding the fans.
I've seen a lot of people, a lot of dummies
they
get eaten.
First, man. At first, I was like, what the hell keeps killing me?
Yeah, whenever you don't know the fight, yeah, I got messed up by it. But, I mean, after that, you're like, okay, fans are bad. Like...
Yeah, not only are we taking them down, but we need to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck them.
Yeah, Jesus.
Picking up this guy again.
But like I said, I've been having fun with it still. Like, I can see where some people get aggravated about it. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, there's collectibles, there's free roam. Playing with your friends, like, the game's fun, like, hands down, in my opinion. Even though it's got its problems, it's still a very fun game to play.
Tom Kelly is quoting me, saying this is about where I should go down, and said, shouldn't that be an anime game? That might be a that might be a hentai game, sir.
That's one of them good internet games.
Yeah. It's one of them adult website games or something. Speaking of which, did you see that Steam refused to publish or allow the developer to sell the game about rape?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, someone was trying to publish a game on Steam about, like, raping and killing.
It's just like it's just like the other guy's game that was, like, considered to be the most graphic murder game ever.
There we go. See, this is where I'm down in these fools. Look at them. They're just standing back there like, yep, here's where I die.
All right, we're going to funnel in and go and rescue them.
They're camping back there and they're pulling all the people to them.
Yeah, look at that guy. Here oh, my God.
Yeah, see, they pulled everything.
Like, everything.
Here comes the other one. Here comes the other one. Oh, he's already down. He's already fucking down.
I was about to say, both of them went down in one go because they just ripped everything towards your dead body.
Yeah.
Wow.
They came in
and then over there is Thump being fired upon in the corner.
Yeah, this is what I got to watch for like 10 minutes.
Go in.
I should be cutting soon.
Go in. Wait, are all three of y'all down?
There we go.
Like, why?
That's the end of that.
Yes. Don't want to talk about it. It's really the way that went.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, the game gets a lot of heat. I get it. But, I mean, it shouldn't get as much heat as it is because the simple fact is they are fixing things. Yeah, it might take a while before we actually get the content we're wanting, but, I mean, at least they're fixing stuff or trying to at least.
Well, that's, I think, the biggest thing that I take away from it is I'm more happy to hear that they're actually working on the game.
Mm-hmm. like fixing the issues. I don't care if they fix PlayStation or not. I thought that was hilarious that people were complaining that their PlayStations were breaking, and it's like, no, it's not broken. You just don't understand how to reset it and get your information back on there and stuff. Like, you've never had to deal with that before.
Turn it on again.
Like, they straight up did not understand. It's like, wait, what?
I did think that was funny how they put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, and to answer that question that everybody's got about what's happened with PlayStation, what is our game doing to PlayStation? Well, somehow it's turning them off.
And they're working on it.
No time.
I haven't heard any issues.
They're working on it though.
I haven't had any issues with it turning off my game, like my console at all. I've had maybe one crash. That's about it.
I don't know. I think Webb said something the other day about they are starting to hear some Xbox players.
I've heard that, but I haven't actually.
They're experiencing something. It's similar.
There's a lot of times, dude, on PC when I close out the game and I end up having to Control-Delete Task Manager, force close that shit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's quite often. And then there's times where it runs as a background process. And then it uses a ton of CPU, man. There's been times where this game has pinged 100% CPU usage on me.
Oh, Jesus.
And during that live stream at the very end when they're closing down, you see a bunch of people, CPU usage, just spamming the chat. And they didn't address that at all. What that is poor optimization. But you're gonna, while they're having to keep releasing all these fixes, you're not gonna be able to work on optimization if you're trying to just get the game playable for everyone. This is
and then they'll be able to turn around
early. This is another case of I hate to say it because I really enjoy the game. Like, it's another case of AAA game being released as a AAA game that technically is an early access game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, we should all be like,
it should have been released
ready for
as
that
early access.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I hate, as much as I hate to say this, maybe devs need to start taking a look at doing the ARC approach and giving you that base for $30, and then if you want year 2 content, pay another $30.
Yeah, right.
I just, dude. My struggle, I guess, is last night I was going to come back thump, and then I was like, after I ate dinner, I was like, you know what? I want to play Anthem, but I don't want to play Anthem because I'm tired of running the same shit over and over for the day. I can't do it for too many hours. So it's like, I'll just watch some TV and go to bed because I don't want to play anything but Anthem, but I want more Anthem to play. And you also have like the internal struggle of everything I'm doing right now is all going to be changed in another week. All this grind will be not near as necessary in another week.
That's the reason why I'm just working on challenges pretty much. The main thing I'm doing is pretty much building other javelins, enjoying them, getting a feel for them. That way I can give my constructive criticism about them, like my actual legit opinion because I played it. And, you know, doing challenges.
In-depth journalism going on there, guys.
I'll
play video games so I can tell you about me playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that our job?
In-depth journalism. In-depth journalism.
Deep undercover or something.
He talks about it all the time. He ain't that undercover. He's as undercover as Archer is.
Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It's funny going out there, being a little sentinel cop sometimes in in-game chat and just like giving people shit about killing those rabbits.
Fuck a rabbit.
I'm like, so what you guys doing over here? You know why I pulled you over? One guy was like, what are you doing this right now? Is this really happening? I'm like, sir, did I stutter? What did you realize what you did back there? What did that rabbit do anything to you? Like, do you understand they're an endangered species? Like, there's already been 2 million murdered. Like, probably more at this point.
What do you mean murdered?
I want Grabbit Pelt Cosmetics.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna lie. I probably would start murdering those suckers if there was. Like,
just murder them, Guru.
I don't wanna. They ain't done nothing to nobody. But I have been running around getting a lot more mats. I've been getting a lot more mats. I don't know if you guys already knew this, but the Elemental Rage will give you more embers if you're running it.
Elemental Rage.
Yep, that's the auto rifle.
Yeah. If you run dual Elemental Rages, you'll get double out of it. So instead of getting 1 ember out of it, it's like a hidden perk apparently with the gun. Like I read something about it and I was like, really? Let me equip this and go find out for myself if this actually is a thing. Instead of getting 1, I got 2. Threw on a mate, turned around, made another one, went in there, got 3. I was like, all right, yeah, this is cool. Like,
that's actually a thing.
Yeah, I need to finish off my damn challenges, I guess, that's why I've been, I don't know. I need to do like 10 more strongholds, more quick plays, like 13 or 14 more quick plays or something, and then a ton of free plays.
Yeah, I've been collecting stuff. I got all the land markers found, so I got all the achievements for that. And now at this point, it's basically me roaming the world, finding the other collectibles like the intels and stuff like that, and collecting mats so I can turn around and make more masterworks. But I guess I'm going to slow down on that a little bit, like until I guess this update. At least all the classes. I mean, at least everything's getting a buff. So I mean, at least they acknowledge that.
So this commenter on YouTube says he will sub if you sing Hotline Bling. I'm
not singing that.
Neither
Go
am I.
for it.
Well, that solves that. That answers that. Thanks for tuning in. We'll try not to have any. You can be just another unofficial sponsor of the Angry Dandelion.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Because none of us are going to be singing that. Sorry.
I don't even know the words to that song. That's how
I don't either.
That's how out of touch with that crap I am.
I don't even know where that song's from or who sings it or any of that.
Who does sing that?
No idea. Are you going to look it up? I feel like you're looking it up.
I'm not looking it up. I'm trying to think.
Don't hurt yourself.
Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon.
Wow.
Oh, man. Like, really?
Jaden Smith?
That's your answer?
Dude, I just don't know. It's one of those types of people.
I mean, I've been helping also one of my buddies, the guy that hit me up before the show. I've been helping him level up. He's been playing a ranger, enjoying it. He's new to the game. So I've been running with him, helping him out. I mean, at this point, it's
he's new to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a grizzled veteran?
No.
You're new to the game too, right?
Yeah, totally.
I'm just wondering. I mean, it's not like this game
probably has more hours in than both of us.
Who?
Yeah. Can you check your hours, Guru? Because because I think at when I ended my session today, I was at like 126, 128, something like that.
Up Origin just so I can see. Hopefully, it doesn't fuck up the stream.
I got 130 hours.
You have 130?
Yeah.
I've got 91. You may not be able to do it because it is an Origin thing. Unless Xbox is telling you.
Xbox does keep track of a certain statistic on that level, but I can't remember how exactly it is.
7 days and 39 minutes.
I'm not trying to do that math in my head right
now. I was like, have you got that math done yet, son?
It's 168 hours and 39 minutes.
So you got me by 38 hours.
You got me by a lot.
120 hours?
No, I'm at 91. Like 50 hours. Roughly. Quick math in it.
Quick math in it.
But hey, you know what? I still got 2 characters that that are masterwork, and there are 2 javelins that are masterwork. I've done that in 90 hours. And I had the game 7 days before you.
Yep.
So I will give you grizzled veteran status, sir. Just
what I will do is offer your sweaty ass a towel.
I got one. Where is it?
You greasy fucker.
Look, man, I get a kick out of the game. All right, haters gotta hate.
He's like, I choose to do nothing else with my life.
Cut a hole in the couch cushion and it puts a bedpan in there. Just so when people come over, they don't know he's really just sitting there. Poo.
He said, I want nothing else in life but to be the number one on this game.
Hey, whatever works, man. Whatever
That's right.
Works.
He's got that interceptor drive. He's like, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to make it happen. It's going to be done.
It's that interceptor ass. It's so firm.
I enjoy the fact that I still have a male voice when I'm in that.
You're right.
Hey, what's going on?
Don't look at my ass.
I'm up here.
Eyes up here. I'm not a piece of ass.
I want that for a cosmetic.
Like before, whenever I did the story mode,
interceptor suit that just has the pink logo on the ass. It looks like sweatpants, so you can play like that white trash girl in your all pink outfit.
The funny thing is whenever I played the story mode with my interceptor, because it was obviously the first class I picked. The interceptor standard, it looks girly. It definitely, hands down, looks like a female is in that thing. So every single cutscene that my helmet popped open and you saw a male's face with the male's voice and everything, I was like, so I'm a cross-dresser. That's what's going on right now.
Hormone therapy. That just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
In the world of Anthem.
That was like the first thing I had to do after like I beat the game. I was like, well, Act 1. I was like, I gotta beef this thing up. I cannot deal with this any longer. Unfortunately, I can't beef my ass up. It's already apparently beefy enough. But everything else, I'm gonna make this thing a little bit more masculine.
God damn. Them super thighs.
Maybe that's something they can do in the future, is make a feminine version and a masculine version of each one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Is that where we're going with this?
Later.
It'd be cool.
I really didn't think. I really didn't think I needed to bring this article, but I guess I do.
What you bringing? What you bringing to the table?
Oh man, I'm gonna pull it up. I'll get you. Talk amongst yourself while I get this shit pulled up. Oh wow.
At least at this point, though, my helmet doesn't move at all because I have the last freaking actual cosmetic change that they brought to the store. They haven't brought anything cosmetic except for like fabric change last 2 times.
Yep. It has definitely been a lot of fabrics coming to the table.
It's like, hey, you want some vinyls? Oh yeah, hey, do you want some, like, you want to point at somebody and clap or thumbs up or whatever, do the robot? Well, we got you. You want you want actual armor changes? Sorry.
Where would you like me?
You can post it wherever, man.
New content.
Just post it in the Facebook chat.
No.
Then post it. So put it in the show notes. I always have those up during the show.
Same here.
I didn't think we really were going to have to talk about it. But apparently, you fellas feel slighted and undefined.
Oh, my ass is defined, sir.
As your character types and want a masculine or feminine.
Look, I'm fine with my ass.
Not gender neutral.
Not gender neutral.
So there you go.
Meh.
That's... Now you must be...
Nope, I don't care.
You don't want to be pre-made now?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Is that... I just have one question. Is that meatloaf?
He's like, no, I'm serious. Is it?
Kind of looks like meatloaf with blonde hair. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Arnita Sarkeesian. My bad.
No, that is...
My bad, meatloaf.
That is also...
My bad.
That is also incorrect, sir.
Oh, well then who the hell is that person? Because they look like meatloaf. It says that Anita Sarkeesian directs LGBT-focused show. So who is this person? Who are you? Who are you, meatloaf? This article is from Polygon. Maybe this is Allegra Frank. Someone named their child after... Isn't Allegra a freaking allergy medication?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's Pat.
Perfect.
Just go back to the 90s. Saturday Night Live. Hey, it's Pat. In this case, it's Frank. Oh, my God.
Pat Frank.
Yeah, well, you know the SNL skit with Pat?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. Can you... Do you know? Are you able to tell? Does it matter? No, but am I pointing it out? Yes. And the Twitter handle is @LegsFrank.
There you go.
You just had to share this with us, didn't you?
Oh.
That definitely could be Allegra. in that
I don't think Frank skips leg day.
I
Or protein shakes. Or maybe steroids. I'm not sure.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
My bad.
My man! The damage has been done. There's no way to take this back. I apologize for nothing.
In the queer episode, Pettit talks about queer coding. That's just where they code in odd ways, right?
Yep.
Just a different style of coding.
It's just a different style of coding.
It can be traced back to the Hays Code era of Hollywood cinema. Queer coding, or heavily stereotypically implying that villains are gay. Examples like Dead Rising, Resident Evil Code Veronica, and Streets of Rage 3. I don't know that I necessarily noticed that.
I didn't think I did either, but hey.
I've never noticed or thought of any of the villains in, I'd guarantee, probably 90% of my games. I've never just went, that guy's gay.
And I mean, if you go back to the 90s, appropriate or not, everything was gay in the 90s.
That's right. That's right, it was.
This is fucking gay, dude.
What are you doing, man? That's gay.
Dude, I mean, it's so gay.
Usually my first thought on looking at a villain is, I'm going to kick that guy's ass.
Yeah. And then if he dies, that's when he's gay. It's like, dude, this boss is gay. Keeps kicking me. That's
he keeps dropping. He keeps dropping.
That was
bullshit.
the only
what
gay
the fuck
coming
is
from 90s and early 2000s teens in video games. I really don't think. Oh man, sometimes I think we just overanalyze things.
We do.
You are the two, and the reason this article is here, you are the two that just said, yeah, in the future of Anthem, they need to do masculine and feminine character types.
It'd just be cool to have a dude looking freaking interceptor. What's that have to do with gay coding? It's ones and zeros that only get it on with zeros and ones.
You're starting to understand.
I just... meh.
Or maybe a storm with some boobs. I mean, come on now.
So Al Frank, I'm going to call her Al now it's short for Allegra. I'm going to call her Al Frank.
Allegra.
So Al Frank,
Allegra.
I think your article's stupid. I think that show's probably stupid. I think it's probably overanalyzed garbage that someone's creative energy and talents could have been focused on elsewhere.
You are squandering your talent.
We do not apologize for anything we say.
Yeah. So Al, I mean, great job reporting, but let's keep it about just the video games and not the queer tropes. The gaming miniseries. Whatever, dude. Dumb. I don't care. I just play games, man. I don't care about all the politics around it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Even though that was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for doing the article again, Al. Unofficial sponsor of the Angry Dandelion, Al Frank. She's a great
Thank you for pointing out that...
check her out on Twitter at LegsFrank. Or just look for someone who looks like Meatloaf. I don't fucking know.
Or Frank's legs.
Hair.
Look for Frank's legs.
Yeah, look for Meatloaf and ask them if they're Allegra Frank. I bet you she'd do anything for love. Peanut butter.
And there it went. Now we're all going to hell.
That's a face only a mother could love.
By choice.
Oh, man.
It's like, you know what? I've been feeling a little too secure with my soul lately. Let's see what I can do to change that.
Hey, man. From the looks of this picture, she's got broad shoulders. She could take it.
Yep. And officially just dunked him in gasoline. Let me slide these boots on over these socks.
Oh, man.
I can't help it, man.
Can I get a match?
I'm just
Can I
working,
get a match?
just working with what
Please?
I'm seeing here.
Please, can
All
I get a
right.
match?
Al, I'll leave you alone now. Bye, Al.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna
Are
miss
you sure?
You're
I'm
not.
gonna miss you.
You're not the first person to say that.
Peggy on Married with Children. Did she ever say that or something?
Maybe.
Al.
Yep.
So, that was
God damn.
fun.
Was it?
What else is going on?
You know, that felt like that moment. That felt like that moment in the game, where they're like, "Oh, he looks friendly," and your character is just like, "Oh yeah, does he?"
I don't think he does.
No, there are definitely questions that need to be raised there.
Like everybody killing the defensive Grabbits.
Nope. We all know why that's happening, because Grabbits are little assholes.
I'm gonna laugh when they finally come out with like
You
a
get the
world
Monty
event.
Python,
It's a giant.
grab it,
Yes,
dude.
and it murders every. Like, you just see your teammate over to the left,
Come
just
on,
like
BioWare,
instantly
Easter,
drop.
Easter event, Revenge of the Grabbit.
They better be ready. All I'm saying.
Giant Godzilla-sized Grabbit.
Yeah, Revenge of the Grabbit, dude. No, they stay small. They're just super agile and fast. They're like killer bees, but Grabbits.
They just murder
They
everything.
attack you in swarms.
They're a pack.
They come out of nowhere.
I would seriously laugh my ass off if they actually did an event involving the Grabbits just coming back for revenge.
I was just going around and kicking the big animals earlier because that was fun. It was just one kick and they're dead. And you're like, "Roo!" and you're like, let's do that again.
What, the rhino-looking things?
Yeah, dude. When you hit them, they make some kind of weird like sound. So it's like,
It's
like,
actually,
yeah, I'll do this again. Come here.
It's amusing. It's very amusing. They just like, yeah, the noise that if it wasn't for
It's
the
like a
noise that
cross
they make
between
as
a
soon as
whale
they
and a cow or something.
yeah. If it wasn't for the sound
It's a
effects.
Whale.
wackow.
If it wasn't for those freaking sound effects that they do, I would leave them be. But they're entertaining.
They had it coming, dude. You know,
So is smacking a Grabbit around.
No, it isn't.
I killed 3 today just because they were in a group and I could hit all 3 of them with one kick. I was like, well, they're there. I'm here. I've got the ability. Kick.
Kick.
There's another contest. Grabbit punting.
Yeah, but not every class.
A grabbit. Interceptors
every
only.
I was
You
about
can
to
do
say, I don't
shield bashes with you do grabbit bowling with the Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
Line it up, charge, bowl over some grabbits. Now I'm ruining Anthem. That's what I'm doing over here. I'm just ruining Anthem. I'm turning it into a bunch of mini games. It's like Super Anthem Party.
Some of them
12.
sound pretty fun, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get a Mario Party out of the Anthem universe.
You'll have rhino tipping.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's an event I want to take part in.
How many times can you listen to this noise?
More than you know.
Well, we've heard it about 20 times so far. So, Thump, you were playing some Destiny, weren't you?
I did. Jumped in for the new season. Season of the Drifter. Meh.
From what I read, it's all about the, what's it called? Gambit? It made Gambit a bunch better?
It is definitely all about Gambit, you know. It made going and doing it, I guess, worthwhile is what they're trying to do. Because it was kind of just like, all right, so it's Gambit. You're not getting anything special out of it, really, except for it's Gambit. And the matches were kind of really tight, and the mechanics were kind of off. So with the changes that they're making, it smoothens out the mechanics. It gives you a couple, like bigger map space with the new map, with the new mapping that they're doing for this Gambit Prime, and it gives you rewards that are going to show how you play the game, like how you play that game mode. I still don't think it's enough for me. It's not one of those things I'm definitely going to be like on the parade of going back over to. I'm going to check out the content a little bit more. I just kind of browsed over it a little bit today, picked up some contracts to see what, picked up some of their bounties to see what they were really going to be about and what the directives were going to be for everything. And plan on doing a further dive into it. Maybe by next week, have a little bit more solid information as far as how his gameplay is. But
look at all these people in the background doing all that queer coding.
Oh, man.
They're all just queer coding back there. Making all the gay enemies.
That's right. All the gay villains. That's so weird.
This guy is the chief queer coder right here.
So I also heard that
I expect to start seeing that in credits. Queer coding. Chief queer code engineer.
So I heard that the Drifter has a storyline in this one too.
He is connected to a lot of shit that's going on. Is basically the light into that story. He's been around and has had some influence on some significant events that have just happened in Guardian present. And you turned around and actually helped him. So it put the perspective of light and dark Guardians is a new thing. This dude.
I think I need to refresh your NDI there, Thump, because I think you are frozen.
Oh, he is. He's just staring down.
That's because it shut down. That's not even up and active right now. I looked up there and I'm like, yeah, it's because there is no cam there. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, I refreshed the NDI. Yeah. Hey, I got a new comment on my build. Let's see what this person had to say. I love the KSim.2 fan, Dreamport, and Infinity Mirror. What's not to like? Yeah, that person's awesome. Thanks, person who liked my build. I will give you fist bumps.
Fist bumps! All the fist bumps!
Alright, so Well, you're frozen. You're unfrozen now, right?
No, he's unfrozen. He fixed the problem.
Okay.
He fixed the problem while you were like talking about fist bumping the guy that gave you a comment on your build.
I want to fist bump this dude just for his hair, man. It's brave.
I love how you froze him on the screen with his mouth open like that, you know? Perfect timing, let me tell you.
That's he was like, and bro. And she's just like, this dude really says good stuff. I'm gonna sit here. Am I an outlaw? I've got this bandana, and it's looked like I pulled it up on my face. Am I gonna rob a bank? No one knows. Is that a ski
Nobody
mask?
knows.
Is that a ski mask on her head? We don't know. She's got it folded up where it could cover the spot. Maybe she's gonna go rob a bank.
Right after this interview.
She's dressed like a criminal. All right.
She's just doing coding.
No, she's not a coder.
Oh, yes. Her and him are definitely coders.
I'm going to give them graphic designers. That guy's a coder. He's a closet coder, but...
What, the guy with the zip-up jacket?
I don't know.
With the button up. God.
Both.
All of the above. So, yeah, so Destiny 2 added some new stuff. It's not really significant.
It's some new stuff. It's you know, kind of going through the motions right now. It's not really significantly impacting the world. I mean, me as a Destiny player, the content looks neat. It looks neat, but also it's not the content that Bungie's putting out right now. It's kind of what the leftovers are of the Activision split, and it's just not. You know,
Yeah,
there's no wow. There's no wow to it right now.
Yeah, because the armor sets that they're giving you, like, are just for Gambit, really. Like, they only benefit you in Gambit, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah, there's no other, like, it is a play mode specific type of thing. Definitely. And you know how I am about that part of it. It's like, Gambit's kind of PvP-ish, and I'm just like, yep, I'm good. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And what really I think aggravated me the most about it was that beforehand they were saying that yeah, it's the season of the Drifter, but don't think it's just going to be Gambit. And then you basically say, hey man, check out all this rockin' shit we're doing to Gambit, and it's like, wait a second. I thought you told me this wasn't all about Gambit.
And now you're telling me this is a bold-faced lie, sir.
This sounds like it's all about Gambit, and for the player that I am of Destiny, like, that's not. I didn't want something dedicated completely to Gambit. And now that's what you gave me. Something completely dedicated to Gambit. Which, I mean, I understand. People that play your game are really big about the PvP in that game.
It's one of my favorite things about Anthem, man. No PvP.
Right? Get to build ridiculous builds.
I'm glad it's not there. Although they did ban people for using exploits because it makes the game unfair for others. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. Yeah, I get it. They violated terms of service. They used an exploit when they weren't supposed to use an exploit, blah, 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 blah. But how does it really negatively affect anyone? If that person who has great gear is on your team, guess what? Your team just got better.
Yep. Yeah, well, but I don't see how that's a negative effect.
So send them a warning and say, hey, we saw you use this exploit. Don't do it again. And then fix the exploit.
Instead of banning.
Yeah, then just fix the exploit.
I mean, the
one
thing.
YouTuber guy that I watched, I think it's like Glad or some crap like
Yeah,
that.
glad. Yeah.
He got unbanned a week later.
Yeah, it was. He took to YouTube to make a big deal out of it too, though. I think that was kind of.
Well, controversy gets clicks.
Well, he was also very contradicting because he would say one thing, oh, I only used this a couple of times, like only saying basically he only used it 1 or 2 times. Then he would turn around and say, well, I only used it to kill Titans. So which one was it? Did you only use it a couple of times, or did you go into free roam and do this storm move that you've been banned for to just murder a bunch of Titans?
I only killed Titans 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he was saying it was he and a group of other storms got together and were just going to nuking Titans using the exploit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the only thing that I can say that I wouldn't have enjoyed him being in my game doing that, because basically, okay, cool. For one, you're not getting the kill. For another, you're being carried. Who really likes to be carried? Like, I'm not playing this game to find one person that essentially can carry me through everything. I want to play the game too, you know? That's the only thing that I will say that I did not
take any of his items when they reinstated him either. They let him keep.
No, they didn't. Yeah, he kept everything.
So cheating's okay then? Is that what we're saying?
I'm not saying.
I mean, they're making changes, so all of that stuff, anyways, that he freaking has because of the changes they're going to be coming out with. Guess what? He has to refarm for all of that stuff, anyways.
Yeah, and I'm not really saying that he was. I don't know. I wouldn't really. It's called using an exploit. I wouldn't call that cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, think of all the times that in Destiny 1 where you push the freaking boss off the edge.
I can actually legitimately say I did not do that.
I did it like 1,000,000 times with people.
Vault of glass, pushing fucking Atheon off the edge. Nope.
Nope.
The times that it was going to be done, the people that we knew couldn't fucking do it.
Yeah, so me and Thump just wound up giving up on anybody that ever said anything about, hey, let me do this, let's just cheese it or something like that. We were like, nah, F it, we're just going to kill it. We're just going to do this legit.
We're going to do it, period. Just fuck off.
Oh, man, this kid that I was playing with Unbound, and this kid that we were playing with could pretty much do it nonstop. Because, I mean, we beat it regularly, but when we were just farming for gear, it was, all right, let's just push this guy off the edge real quick.
Push him away.
I mean, even on the King raid, Thump, that we want, like, remember there was a couple of people that were like, oh, we can cheese this. It's like, no, we're not going to deal with this. Like, just do it. Like, why go through all of this hassle? We already got people wanting to leave and everything else. Let's just buckle down, finish it, go.
Right? It was so much easier just to do it and get it over with than to sit here and wait on people to be like, oh, we got to do this, and y'all need to stand over there.
You get better skill out of it. You get the knowledge of being able to do it, so whenever they fix it, which they did, now you're not left going, how do we do it without choosing?
I believe that the carries were always meant to teach people who didn't know to do what the proper steps were.
We beat stuff the right way. It's just when we're going back for farming, why not?
Yeah.
I hear you.
And it's a bug within the game, and I don't consider it cheating. I consider it taking advantage of a bug. It's an exploit. And yeah, and
right.
if it's a game-breaking exploit and you're using it to fuck with other people, then okay. But if it's not hurting anyone else, why does it matter?
Yeah.
That's my point. If it's not doing anything to anyone else, why does it matter?
And in this situation, it really isn't affecting. He said they went in as their group.
Yeah, he's playing with people he knew even.
Yeah, so for that in itself, like they were taking advantage of it for their own personal use, but it wasn't ruining anybody else's experience in the game.
Yeah. I mean, if he was running in with his own personal group, then yeah, I agree. It wasn't ruining. If it was random people, then yeah, I could see the point that they were making. But if he was only doing it with his group and stuff,
yeah, well,
I mean, they all
solo,
are on the same page.
If he was solo dropping in on 3-man groups all the time and being like, glitch, then yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's ruining the game for other people, but it was based on the way this is being said, he was going in with groups of his own people, and that's how they did their farming, was taking advantage of this bug in the game.
I think the real reason why he got booted mainly, though, was for the simple fact is he was doing it on live streaming, so showing people how to do it. That's
a violation of TOS for the streaming services, but not a bannable offense in the video game.
Yeah, but he was, teaching people how to basically do this stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It's a violation of TOS actually for Twitch. Like, even if a streamer catches somebody, they have, like, on a game, if they see somebody that's actually glitching or cheating, their mods are supposed to actually try and report that player, because they have an obligation to protect the integrity of the games they're playing.
All right. And their name, because of the simple fact is this person that's playing this game is broadcasting it on their platform, essentially, like on their software.
Yeah. And so it's right there. It's like, oh, this guy's cheating, and you showed everybody, hey, look, this guy's cheating, and if you know it, you should have reported it. And like, I think Twitch and Mixer both have for their partnered streamers into their contract about how you have to report.
Gotta be a narc.
Yep. True.
I'm going to go grab some water.
He said my penis.
Or some more iced tea. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. But
which one will it be?
I'll be right back.
Watered tea.
So far, Thump, nothing has really came out on this new DLC or season of Destiny that really tickled your fancy, really?
No, it seems right now the main objective of it seems to be to get people excited about the new version of Gambit. And I watched today. I mean, they've made the just the kind of, I guess, the way it lays out, it's more entertaining.
I mean, I think it's pretty cool that they're coming out with armor sets now, but it is a little disappointing that so far it's only beneficial for
and they recognize what positioning you play in that type too. Like,
yeah, that's pretty neat.
Like the red is like, oh, this guy's always an invader. So if you see somebody pop up on the other side, like you're looking there across the other team at the beginning, and you see one of them, and he's decked out in all red, you know that dude's coming.
Right. So you can be careful.
That's what he does. That dude, in order to earn that color set, is known for being an invader.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. The way the green is for this way you play, the yellow for this way you play, blue for this way you play, and to be able to sit there and look across at your team, like, yeah, it's good. If it was my type of game style, what they're doing for it right now is really good. And like I said, I understand Destiny players really do like their PvP.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying it's a further thing where I'm not That's why I play Anthem, and that's why I really, really, really like playing Anthem too. Is because I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the PvP. It's not a necessary evil in my world to go and rage at PvP. It's not something I need to do.
Right. I mean, that was something that you and me both kind of agreed upon. Like, it was always aggravating in Destiny that they forced us a good portion at a time to play the PvP, though. You know what I mean?
That's the content carrier. When they ran out of shit for you to do, they would be like, oh, new event in PvP.
Yeah.
New event in PvP.
And it's like, oh, well, this looks really cool. This could work out with the way we play. But unfortunately, we now have to go in and deal with, well, at the time, I don't know how the servers are now, but whenever I played, we had pretty bad servers for PvP.
Oh, Destiny 2 and the original matchmaking was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrendous.
Horrible. But no, it's a lot better now.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, and you still like it's a timing thing too. When there's like the weekend hits and the super sweaty people are on, you got to be careful.
Yeah, be very careful when you play.
Yeah, and at that point, it's kind of just like it's personal responsibilities too. It's like, all right, you need to know that people are gonna be going ham Friday at 3:00. Oh yeah, the sweat's gonna start drooling, or the kids. Like, you know, all the kids are coming on, so you know when you can farm because there's going to be a bunch of kids that just the only time they get to play.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be like, all right, well, this is going to be easy pickings.
Yeah, because there's going to be a thrusting of players across the board. Woo!
What the heck? Still fixing your green screen?
Yeah, dude, it became rather unstable there.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was transparent.
That just went down.
It looked like it was transparent there for a minute. Butt cracker.
I mean, I've had so far one person stop playing so far Anthem, and I mean,
what was their reasoning for stopping?
Oh, loot drop, basically.
So they didn't.
They got aggravated.
They didn't like the fact that loot was kind of broken.
Yeah, too many whites, stuff like that. And he's a mid-maxer too, so I was actually kind of surprised because I was like, man, you still, you know, your storm's not at 100% that you would like him to be at. Oh no, he's perfect where he's at. I'm like, can you go solo, you know, Grandmaster 2 with that build, or easily run it at least?
Right.
No.
Can you carry yourself?
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. Can you carry yourself? If you don't think you can, I don't think you're ready.
Like, does that gear supply you essentially like 175 like extra damage, or double dip into damage, or recharge, or any of that stuff? Ultimate damage? No? Then I mean, you can still work on that character a little bit more. I mean, you haven't touched the other 3 javelins in that game either. I mean, there's more content right there you could be doing.
It's so true. I would like to see the loot adjustments to make Masterworks more worthwhile on the rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see legendaries have major impact.
Yeah.
You know, if this is unless there's going to be another tier above that.
They need that hit more.
It needs to be more than 2 points above.
Or even, here's a little bit of armor and here's a little bit of extra shielding. Give me some more rolls on the bottom end of it. Or
right, give me an extra perk like you did when it went from Epic to Masterwork.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me get the extra perk, or let me get some more roll down there across the bottom. Let me. I still say 45 to 47 is not enough of an increase.
Not like how we went from Epic to freaking Masterwork. Epic to Masterwork, it was from 36 to 45.
Right.
And now you're telling me that this legendary gear essentially is
2 points higher.
2 points higher and the same basic
everything.
gear?
It's basically the same everything.
Except that it has a chance of having a higher roll down at the bottom. I mean, I can craft this other stuff and get pretty dang good rolls.
Right? It's definitely, that's the one section that I say definitely needs to be worked on, and they're working on it. I got no time frame on that.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
like I said, it's fine. I'm still having fun with it. I mean, you're still having fun with it.
Yeah. I mean, I still pick it up on a daily and play.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely eats more of my time than much of anything else. So, Son's been looking at a new game.
What game you looking at?
You talking about Sekiro?
I'm talking about Sekiro.
Yeah, it's From Software's next game or whatever. I think it comes out like March 22nd. So it's like Soulsborne type of a game. I believe it's only coming to PS4 and Windows 10 PC. But it looks pretty good. I'll just pull up this person's YouTube clip, and you can just kind of watch in the background. But yeah, here, hold on a second. Get over there, tab. Should switch over there, but yeah, so it's kind of like a samurai Dark Souls type of thing, and you have like some abilities and stuff like that.
Ain't nothing like Samurai Souls.
Nothing like Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls.
Death works different in that you can like resurrect yourself, but you lose stuff for it. Like you lose your.
So kind of like Dark Souls, but not really. Like, can you res on the same spot?
Yeah, you res in like this article I was reading, or the article that's in the show notes from Polygon. Guy says he like will die, wait for the person to turn around, respawn, stab him in the back. But
okay.
He lost all of his coin or whatever the hell the currency is, souls or whatever it would be in this game.
So in other words, there's no getting that back, unlike Souls. Like Souls, you basically, whenever you die, you come back to your dead spot to regather up your souls.
Yeah, that's what I gathered from it.
Yeah, they said there's no purse in this one. You can't pick up your purse.
Yeah. Yeah, he could revive himself after being struck down. It's incredibly helpful in some combat situations as enemies take Sekiro's death at face value. I could resurrect him immediately and stab an unsuspecting enemy in the back as they walked away. And
yeah, notice
he said you can earn multiple resurrections over time.
Get multiple erections?
Yeah.
During the course of your gameplay?
But, yeah, it comes out March 22nd for PS4, Windows, and Xbox One. There you go.
Okay, cool. I'll be probably
everywhere.
It definitely it definitely looks like it's Dark Souls or the
friendly,
people.
Is what he was saying. Like you see, like when it's time to dodge that red kanji or.
Yeah, it shows up to hey, you might want to move.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be a lot more stealthy in this game. Like in Dark Souls, you really couldn't be. In this one, you can actually sneak up on enemies.
Yeah, so you'll see here in a sec. I'm seeing it right now, and people who are listening it'll be real time. But yeah, he's up in the trees.
Yeah, I see it. That's pretty neat.
He's in the trees.
Game definitely looks nice.
Yeah, I'd be interested. Yeah, I'd be interested to check it out. I don't know. It's a single player game, so it screams Steam sale to me.
Yep.
Oh, it is a single player?
Yeah. I don't think there's any multiplayer to it. If I'm wrong, someone can correct me, but they don't talk about it in this article anyways.
Shadows die twice, but sunlight only once.
Yeah.
It's a fortune cookie. Oh man, over this past weekend, went and grabbed some Chinese food, and there were 3 of us. And at the end of it, we're all getting the fortune cookie, and one guy opens his and he reads his fortune, and he's like, "What the hell?" And he looks at it, and I'm like, "Yeah, oh man, that's a pretty bad fortune." And I crack open my cookie and I read mine. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I guess this one ain't much better." And my girl opens her. She's like, after hearing the 2 of ours, she's like,
"All right,
I wasn't gonna play." She's like, "I wasn't gonna open this yet, but I gotta know now." And she opens hers, and it's just as bad. And we're all just like, "These are so dumb. Like these are like the." There's no Chinese proverb coming off of these. This was nothing witty or thought up. These were just dumb statements that were made on our fortune cookies, and we were just in shock. Like, wow. We were expecting like a "Made in the USA" sticker at the bottom of them or something, like because it was so silly. We were just like, oh.
Definitely
Chinese proverb says if you use a fork, you might poke yourself in the cheek. Huh?
What?
Soup is usually hot when you pull it right off the stove. It was shit like that where you're just like, why is that my fortune and my fortune cookie? What is going on here? Like usually you get one, and I'm used to getting them where you'll at least carry it home before you throw it in the trash. If you're out having Chinese food, you'll be like, "Oh, I got to keep this one with me," and then you get home and you might throw it in the trash, or you might put it on the refrigerator for a little bit before you throw it in the trash. These were all stayed on the table. Like we read them, we put them down on the table, and
walked away.
Everybody left them there when we left. It's like, all right, that's by far got to be the worst fortune I have maybe ever gotten in my life.
Wow. Have they?
Which is a shame because the food was banging,
but the fortune was god awful.
Yeah, it was. It made me worry about food poisoning later. I was like, man, that was so good. Maybe these fortunes being so bad that like I'm gonna die when I get home. But no, everything was good.
That's hilarious.
You gotta wonder sometimes. What else you got going on inside that little old docket? Oh yeah.
Fortnite's getting sued again. What's this all about?
Predatory loot boxes, man. Fortnite's being sued, but they're not the only ones that have a common practice of these in-game loot boxes that seem to be catered towards sucking money out of parents and young adult pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be talking about the $40 that the boys spent in the last month on skins for Fortnite.
No, nothing like that. No.
He had $40, and all of it's been used for Fortnite skins, and it's like a new one every day. And he's like, "I need this new one. It's really cool."
Yeah. Well, what happened to the last one that was really cool? Oh, I'm never going to use that again. Yeah, but that one cost me this much money.
And now you're wanting me to spend that much money again
because this one's just as cool. And now this one's going to be used until the next cool one comes out.
His mother gave him the money to do it. It wasn't my money.
Well, hey, I mean, we don't argue about that point of it, but at the same time, that's what they're talking about, though, with the way this lawsuit comes into place. Is it's a continuous hype circle. We talk about gaming as a service and what our opinions are as far as what we expect for this new term of gaming as a service, where this is manipulative and like sneaky, like going, oh man, look at it, man, it's real cool, and
you want this.
You want this because your friends already done bought it because his parents make more money than your parents or whatever else.
Yesterday
it backs people.
I'll give you
it backs people into corners. Yeah.
Yesterday it was. I'll give you this last $10 of the money. Your mother gave you if you do your chores. Well, this skin ends in 2 hours. So yeah, the time limit.
Yeah. Putting it right there. I mean, we see it in Anthem, but we also see the fact that we earn enough. We don't need to worry about that. We earn enough gold to be able to buy what we need to buy.
Well, I was about to say,
if you got anyways.
But I don't need to. I don't need to buy your little purple ruples.
Nah.
In order to get anything, I haven't seen a point to that. Unless you're 100% completionist and obsessive compulsive about it, there is really not a reason in Anthem you don't have to spend the money.
Yeah, because the customization's there with what you get for free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and by the time so far that something like I've only bought all the customizations for the Intercept. Actually, no, I've only bought one customization for the Interceptor and one vinyl design. That is it. The rest of this money has been sitting here. No, I take that back. I bought some of the regular cheap stuff for the Ranger that I'm using now.
I bought one outfit, one complete wardrobe change for my Storm. And I bought patterns.
Yeah.
Because I just like having them because I don't know when I go to messing with my other characters which ones I'm going to want to use on them. And I do feel that need, like each week I want to make sure and get like the patterns that I like. And then I was like, ooh, that might look pretty good. That might look pretty good. And I try, I'll buy the pattern, try it out on my Storm, see what I think. Like right now I'm running the last 3 weeks of patterns all on my, or the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks of patterns all on my Storm right now. I got the star, I got the triangles, I got the hexagons, I got, I did all of them.
I kind of wish I would have grabbed the hexagons. I didn't grab the triangles that's out right now. I didn't grab that because I was just like, eh.
It's because it doesn't look like it has anything.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, because it's just little tiny triangles and they're really spaced out from each other. So it just looks like little dots on your outfit. But if you put that in the right places, it works, man. It made sense. When I was like, I'm gonna buy it, see what I could do with it, and I put it on, and I'm like, a little bit of a color change here, and boom, I like it. I like it with the dark color and the light blue spots on it.
Brian O'Brien says it's me and you this Saturday, Thump. Apollo's.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know, and y'all are looking at 5-0, man. Y'all are looking at 5-0. Hopefully, y'all can join us at 4-1. Last week, both of our teams were going to be. We were shooting for the 4-0, and my team lost. His team won. So they're undefeated right now, and we're 1 game down. But we'll see, man. I don't know. I think when it comes down to it, I mean, he's got arguably one of the best coaches in this league of coaches when you look at like what they got going on for them down there. So the Apollo definitely are in a better spot.
All right.
But I hope we stomp a mud hole in their ass anyway, because our defense, I think, is better. That's just the way that goes.
Yep.
Oy vey.
Yeah, man.
Just come right out of the door with a, I will kill you. Like,
I mean, hey, look, no. Brian O'Brien, cool cat, man. He's a friend of Tom Gully's and Angry Dandelion and the 8-Bit Bros and he's all over the place. Keep trying to tell him he needs to get his stuff sorted out so he can start putting on a show too. He does a really good show. He just ain't been doing it for a while. He needs to get back at it.
I've only bought the diamond plate, man.
Well, I mean, I bought the diamond plate that week too. I bought the diamond plate and I bought the hexagons that week. That was the diamond and the hexagons. Diamond plate and the hexagons. Bought both of those. And then the next time inventory rolled over, there were the stars.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Colossus outfit. I got some of an Interceptor outfit, a rare one. I didn't get the arms for it. I think.
The epic version.
No,
you didn't get
it was
the epic?
a rare. No, I didn't because I wasn't playing the Interceptor then. So
I'm waiting on another.
That's all I bought because I like the way my Interceptor looks as it is, and
I'm waiting on another storm skin. I want to see about changing out the helmet. I like my arms right now. I'd like a different helmet.
Yeah, that set one for the storm that they came out with, that looked good. I like those.
Oh, I like it. I'm running the full last set that they dropped.
Yeah, the arms on that set was really well put together, I thought.
I like how electric they are. Like, it really showcases the talent of the class. When you think about him throwing his elemental out there the way he does, it's like, that looks like it's providing some power.
Definitely. I mean, whenever I got the Interceptor thing, you guys seen that. I've only I literally got that set just for the helmet and the chest piece. I do not like the rare helmet and the rare chest piece that you can just get at any point in time. I like the arms and the legs. I still rock those, hands down. I like those. I just didn't like the chest or the legs because the bottom part of the chest, it kind of has that little flap right there and it annoys me. And then the head, it's just, I don't know, triangle looking, kind of, I don't know. Looks like almost like it should, a weird alien helmet. Like
you
it's
look like
just
a
the
weird
back,
alien helmet.
just like the back part of it, just not long enough. You know what I mean? That he's trying to be an alien from Aliens.
I gotta say, man, with that daggum skin you put on it and that angle of that, you look like a waterhead. You look like a water balloon. Like it. I was like, what the hell is going on with his head?
I literally, I stood up and I went over to the TV and I took a picture from a downward angle and it did that. And I was like, F it. I'm not taking another one. I'm going to the kitchen doing something else and everything. And I just sent it. And then whenever I kept looking back at it, I was like, man,
I really shouldn't have done that.
How did that angle just do that? Like, I don't get it.
Fucked his head up.
Yeah, it looks like a bubblehead.
And for those of you who would really like to see this, it is in the Angry Dandelion Discord, in the announcement channel for some weird reason also.
Why is it in the announcement channel?
Because that's where you put it.
I put it in general.
Scroll back up here, and yep, nope, that's it in the announcement channel.
Yeah, I don't know why it went in there. I remember clicking on general and going, all right, I'm putting it here. And then instead it went into the announcement channel.
Mhm.
I was like, huh, how did I manage that one? Like, seriously.
Yeah, all my listening parties have been thrown into the announcements. Be like, yo, Spotify, let's do this. But bam. I like the fact that Discord lets you do that too. Share your shit out. Be like, yo,
Yeah.
this is what I'm listening to.
Yeah, I took a gander at what you were getting me to listen to the other day, and I was like, oh my God, this is really where he's at right now at this moment in time.
Yeah, absolutely loving it.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope, not at all. Have had a ton of fun just going back and kicking the 90s all over again.
Yeah, I just thought that was pretty neat that you were able to share that. I was like, huh, why did they do this?
That's right. What else you got over there, son?
What's that?
What else you got over there?
Seemed like he just zoned out.
I was looking at this.
What are we going to do with these last 2 minutes, you said?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
2
minutes left?
I was looking at all the armors, or the cosmetic armors in the game on this AnthemArchive.com.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Although, haven't seen these ones yet.
What, those legendary ones?
Mm-hmm. And see, this was just a placeholder image because it's the same image as...
I would like to definitely see some of these.
Images. Yeah, they're just placeholder images. But
yeah, you'll have to send me a link of that. Send me a link of that real quick.
Razor stuff, just AnthemArchive.com.
Well, bam, there you go.
Here, I'll put it in the chat if anyone wants to go look. AnthemArchive.com. Now it's in the Facebook's chats.
Now it is in the Facebook's chats.
Golly gee wiggler.
Can I link my account to this?
It doesn't look like it's one of those things.
See
and tried.
That would be one of those things I would enjoy if they would be able to do, just like Destiny.
Trial.
Destiny inventory management.
Ooh.
Because if I could just go through here and all the ones that I have are lit, and the ones I haven't collected yet are dark. Yep.
Yeah, it's not doing any of the damn filtering over there. Oh well. Fuck it. How many seconds we got left? Nope, time's up. Bye, radio.
Bye, Radio Land.
Great timing, everybody. Great timing.
Man.
All right, that is shut down.
That's
we really meant that. Bye, Radio Land.
Yeah.
Say bye to Facebooks and YouTubes as well.
Bye, Facebook.
You got work in the morning?
Yep, gotta work in the morning.
Ooh.
Gotta work until Sunday. I'm off Sunday. But got a busy day tomorrow. Gotta cook a meal for a surprise 96th birthday party / 70th wedding anniversary.
That sounds pretty neat.
Yep.
Surprise!
Yeah, they're pretty cool people. But all right, now I am Facebook's. Bye.
Bye.
YouTube.